work out, brush your teeth, wash your face, put sunscreen on, put lotion on, put deodorant on, floss, take showers, go to the gym, count your calories, go to the grocery store, meal prep your food, get to bed on time, read a book, read a marketing book for your business, make a YouTube video, create social media, do things that help you progress, knowing that if you do these for 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, invest your money, pay your taxes. If you do all these things, you will have long-term success. After you start getting these patterns, you will get a little bit of energy flowing. So it's hard to sit here and get that motivation. You'll get a little bit of hope, but without the action, the hope dies and the emotions go away. Here's how I overcame my own depression in my life. Depression is a sense of hopelessness and not understanding how to get through to the next level. That's very cliche, but what I'm trying to say is you don't really understand that there's a future. You don't have any hope, and it's hopeless. It's a hopelessness. It's a feeling and an idea and an emotion of fear, and you don't see how life can be any different. You don't think that there's any hope for your life. You don't feel like you have the abilities to push through. You essentially are just hopeless. When you're hopeless, you feel depressed. When you're depressed, you feel hopeless. The trick about depression is that you don't think that emotion absorbs in your soul and body, and maybe someone's squashed your entire hope squashed your soul and spirit, right? Maybe you've been abused. Maybe you've been taken advantage of, and that completely robs any hope of the future because your soul and spirit is eliminated, essentially. The problem with that is you don't see that there's any hope for the future, and then you also believe that you're always going to feel that way. So here's what has helped me get out of my depression. You're not going to feel like getting out of the depression when you're in the depression. So you have to pick the smallest task that you can actually accomplish, that you're actually willing to do, which might be as simple as completing the dopamine loop by moving one cup and putting it into the cupboard where it belongs. It can literally be as simple as that. Taking the socks that have been sitting over there and actually just putting them away. That closes a dopamine loop, gives you a little bit of positive emotion. So for me, it was to get my macros planned out, my calories, and to prioritize my workouts and understand that if I do these tasks for my calories and my macros, I will lose body fat and I will get back into shape. So I'm on that journey right now. That's given me a lot of positive emotion. It's pulling me out of my hopelessness. One way is fixed mindset. This is Carol Dweck's book, Fixed Mindset, or growth mindset. A fixed mindset is, I am the way I am, there's nothing I can do about it. A growth mindset is, I'm here where I'm at, I can learn things and I can change my future. So a fixed mindset person will not think that they can improve their grades, improve their body, improve their relationships. They think, here's where I was born, here's what I have, and this is my lot in life, and just be thankful for what I have, but it's hopeless. Growth mindset person believes that, and knows that if I work hard, or if I just, it can be anything. You don't have to work hard. It's not this big mountain. That's another reason people are depressed. It's not that you need to work hard. It's that you need to pick something that you'll actually do, that you actually want to do. And if you're really depressed, you don't want to do anything. You would rather you're almost hopeless to the point where you don't care if you die or not. I've been there. So to go from that to having a little bit of hope, you have to start getting the body moving by doing something like, why don't you just go have a nice coffee? Can you do that? And then from there, maybe put the dishes away. This is what I do. I get up, I weigh. Since I ate my food properly the day before, my weight is going down. That gives me a bit of hope and reinforces the fact that, okay, it was worth counting all my calories yesterday to lose body fat. And then I have scheduled appointment with a gym friend that I talked to at the gym, because another part of my personal development is talking to more people, because you become antisocial when you have depression because you're afraid of everyone. You become anxious. So by me talking to someone, they actually became a client, which gives me income, which boosts my self-esteem, because I know that I can just walk up to a stranger, start having a conversation. I didn't even mean to turn it into a business deal. He asked me what I did, and then he needed help, so I helped him. Now we've become friends. I'm gonna stop charging him, and I need his friendship as much as he needs my assistance with personal training. So that's how it can paint a picture in your head, by just trying to open your mind a bit and just get moving. So it can be a simple walk. It can be making yourself a coffee. It can be walk. If you're really depressed, I couldn't even go to the grocery store at one point by myself. I would have to go at like 4:30 in the morning when I was in Los Angeles, when no one was around, because I'd gotten so abused and traumatized out there from just the city life. You can almost shut down on yourself. You get rejected enough times, and I was successful, but socially it's a hard place if it's not your culture. So if you're living in a big city and you don't feel like the culture is appropriate for you, you can just move. And people will make excuses and say that you can't do anything. You can do pretty much anything. Basically, you can change your entire trajectory of your life. All you have to do is do it. Here's what happened to me. When I was bodybuilding, I decided, I was powerlifting, I was kind of fat. I said, I want to become a bodybuilder. This is before I'd read many books. I was just in college, and I said, what's the difference between a bodybuilder and just a guy that goes to the gym? Well, the difference is a bodybuilder is someone who goes online and fills out a form and sends in their money, their $85 for 2007 Mr. Tennessee at MTSU, and registers for an event and prepares for the event and competes. And what does that mean? It means you have to do the diet and the training to prepare. So I just typed in bodybuilding diet, and I did the diet, and I got third place on novice. I should have done the open as well, but I didn't know any better because I was just a beginner. So the point is, my brain clicked and it said, if I can do the bodybuilding diet, I can compete in bodybuilding and I'll be a bodybuilder. The reason you're depressed is it's because you don't understand. The only reason you're depressed is because you don't have enough knowledge. You think you're smart, but you're really ignorant. It's so hard to understand because your narcissistic tendency is depression does have a narcissistic tendency because you're so consumed about yourself. I've been there. I know what it's like to be so hurt and broken and consumed with yourself that you hate everyone, you're mad at everyone, you're jealous, you're resentful, and you have no hope and you see no way out. And that's how we had this event recently, this shooting. That's part of what happened. I think that person, I think they weren't happy. They weren't in a place of love. Let's say that. And the bottom population are struggling, and we need to help people get up out of fear and resentment and depression and anxiety. And we need to help everyone get up out of that. And maybe I'm being too optimistic, but that is the goal of this channel, is to help people get up. Because I've been in my car depressed and anxious and angry at the world with hives all down my arms, with the skin falling off in Hollywood, on the streets of Hollywood, where I slept in my little Honda Civic hatchback. because I was in a narcissistically abusive relationship and I didn't know how to get out because I had left my hometown. I was just a small town guy out in Los Angeles, and I had no friends, family, or job, and I was just lost. And that damaged me for a good while. And healing relationships, you have to heal relationships through relationships. You're not going to be able to fix yourself by yourself. Everyone says that that's how you do it. You don't. You do it by starting to trust people again and starting to have healthy relationships and quit being a sissy and try to have a conversation with people honestly. Stop avoiding people. Tell the truth. They're going to cry. They might not even like you anymore. You'll break friendships if you tell people that I think you take advantage of me all the time, and I really don't like hanging out with you. You know, I see your passive aggressive nature, and I feel disrespected constantly around you, and I'm going to let you know that. And you're going to lose some friendships from that. And because you're an actual person now, you're not just an amorphous blob that goes along with everything. You're actually saying, hey, I have a boundary, and a boundary is for you. It's not, you don't tell people what to do. You just say, hey, if you're going to do that, I'm not going to be around you anymore. I'm not going to spend any more time with you. I don't want to be your friend anymore. This is disrespectful to me. So if you would like to spend time with me, then I'm not going to be around that. And what happens is you're starting to develop self-esteem. Without a goal, you won't have any thing to look forward to in life. And in order to have a goal, you have to have a little bit of hope, and you get hope from an idea in your head that just what if I did the bodybuilding diet and actually competed? What if I actually just here's a big point I've recently gone through. Remove all emotion and just look at logic. If you go to the gym 3 times a week and do 3 full body workouts, and you're a beginner and you never work out, and you just count your calories, don't even starve yourself. Just count the food that you eat, put it in the little app. It's going to take you 30 minutes a day, every day, or 15 minutes a day. And if you don't have time, then don't do it. But if you want to feel better and quit being depressed, then take your 15 minutes. The only 2 things you need to prioritize is sleep and working out. If you can prioritize sleep and working out for 30 days, you'll feel better. Sleep, work out, and just take 15 minutes a day to type in your calories. Your life will change if you prioritize your sleep. Some of you guys might need to give up your night shifts. I know people that are highly successful that I've trained before that are on night shifts, and it's so bad for their mental health. Their life is horrible because they want to make $200,000 instead of $140,000 and work the night shifts. They need to give that up, and they need to get on a regular sleep schedule, and the depression, anxiety, and relationship problem, a lot of stuff would help sorting itself out, but they haven't given themselves enough priority over the money yet. They're still slaving over the money instead of my mental health is more important. So my mental health gets better when I sleep and train and count my calories and make progress on my fitness. The thing I was going to say is, if you can just spend 15 minutes a day to count your calories, and then 30 minutes 3 times a week to lift weights, if you're a very beginner and you're not doing any of this, you'll start to feel better. Without a goal, there's no action to take in your life. You need things to do every day. You need things to do with your time every day, because there's years that are coming up, months and years and weeks, and then your life is going to be over. So you need to have things that you like to do, and it can be family, it can be socializing, it can be friends, it can be building a family, it can be building a business, it can be building your physique and your body, it can be all those things, right? Without building that, you're gonna have nothing to do. So the point of this channel is to use fitness to help people get out of depression, to help people lift themselves up, to get people out of anxiety, to get people out of depression, because I've been so anxious that I get hives, okay? I've been so depressed that I didn't care if my life ended, essentially. I've been so depressed where I just stayed at home and ate food and didn't leave the house and just played video games and just got fat and felt hopeless. Sometimes it does help to get super hyper focused, aggressive, and mad, but you can also slide your way out of the depression if you just, because what happens is it's too hard for people just to aggressively, some people don't have that yet. They're so depressed that they can't just flip it to aggression, but it will start coming, aggression will start coming in when you start having boundaries with people in your life. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be around these people. I'm not gonna go drink. I'm not gonna party. I don't like the way that person treats me. I don't like the way I present myself to this thing. All this aggression will come up. But for a lot of people, it's gonna be a slow process if you're really, really depressed. And it could be as simple as just put the laundry in the washing machine, put the dishes in the dishwasher, unload the dishes, sweep the floor, vacuum. After you start getting these patterns, you will get a little bit of energy flowing. You can get some hope. You need to write. You need to journal. Journaling is good. Free write. You can write about anything that you want to. You can just write and write and write. First thing that comes out, I like pink elephants. There was one on Donaldson Pike growing up. It reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather was great. He was in the military, smoked cigars. There was my grandmother, she was something. And you'll just start writing, and then before you know it, subconsciously things will start to come out. Oh, this girlfriend, oh God, I miss her. Or, oh, I don't really like her. Oh, you start writing, things come out. If you have no idea what trajectory, what things are bothering, what things are holding you back, just start writing. Start going to the gym, do a 20-minute walk when you wake up, go lift weights 3 days a week. What happens is this stuff will get the positive emotions going. And it literally changes your brain chemistry. It just changes your brain chemistry. So it's hard to sit here and get that motivation. You'll get a little bit of hope, but without the action, the hope dies and the emotions go away. So it's a constant renewal every day but you first have to start the renewal with a little bit of action. It can start here and then the action, then it goes back and it's this loop, right? And then it'll loop the other way. You ate too much last night, so you get on the scale, you're too heavy, and then you just do it again. And before you know it, you're 40 pounds overweight and you're depressed. That's just how it works, man. That's just how it works. You can do the opposite. I'm gonna count the calories, I'm on the plan, I'm gonna do a little, you don't have to kill yourself. This is what I'm getting at. You don't have to go extreme. Everyone wants to go extreme. Extreme personalities, addicts, everyone, they go extreme. Don't do that. This is a lifestyle thing. You wanna do this for 30 years. Yes, you're gonna die. Yes, it's coming up soon. But you also need to live a life where you're not just panicked. You do wanna be motivated and driven, but you don't wanna be in chaotic panic. So get it going, guys. Like, this is not a practice. This is not a rehearsal. This is actually it, and it's going by every day. And that means it should get some energy underneath you to motivate you to push you forward. I'm gonna end it here because I could keep talking about this forever. If you need personal training, one-on-one training, I was gonna say therapy, but I do coaching with a lot of my clients for business, relationships, all this stuff. How to make money. I'm a 6-figure trainer, ran my own business for 15 years, and I've helped multiple CEOs and high-level artists and people get into physical shape. And also we work together on their goals in their life, and we go back and forth about what's going on currently in their world and how to help make their lives better. And that's part of the coaching. Use the link below if you're interested in getting coaching. Remember, if we were just to simplify how to get out of this depression, it would be to complete one task early in the morning. As soon as you wake, it doesn't have to be early in the morning. It just needs to be as soon as you wake up, and complete the task. And it can be like putting the microphone away. It can be putting the dishes, put my hat away, straighten the furniture, and that will get enough of dopamine rolling to where you can go to the next thing. So small task. The next thing is sleep and then exercise. If you can just get to bed at a decent time, wake up at a decent time. You have to have a schedule, man. The only way to get out of the depression is to have a goal and to start taking small actions towards that goal, and to know that you're going to fail, and to know that it's going to be hard, and it'll help you quit being so hopeless. But you might have to start with just moving the dishes around, putting your socks on, going to get some groceries. I literally make myself go get groceries out of this location where I actually have to get in my car, go socialize with more people, force myself to do these routines and tasks, walk to the gym, go meet someone at the gym to train, not just do Zoom training, go meet people face to face, go do free consultations, do free work for people that will make you get out of your comfort zone to actually help people. There's tons of things that you can do. Work out, brush your teeth, wash your face, put sunscreen on, put lotion on, put deodorant on, floss, take showers, go to the gym, count your calories, go to the grocery store, meal prep your food, get to bed on time, read a book, read a marketing book for your business, make a YouTube video, create social media, do things that help you progress, knowing that if you do these for 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, invest your money, pay your taxes. If you do all these things, you will have long-term success. But if you feel hopeless, you have to start small. But you can also, you're not going to want to use your brain when you're depressed. You're stuck there. So you have to start small to start working your way out of it. And it's literal work. It's like walking, going to the gym. You're not going to want to go to the gym if you want to die, but you might be able to walk, and you might be able to go make yourself a cup of coffee, and you might be able to do these, call a friend. There's a book, 9 Steps to Cure Depression, by this doctor. Essentially says take fish oil, get sunlight, do walks out in the sun, call people you like that have a good interaction, exercise. In Australia, they came up with a study that said exercise is 1.5 times more effective than antidepressants. Okay. So one way to kill like 5 birds with 1 stone is to combine all those things into one activity. So you can combine sunlight with walking, with talking to a person, with being with someone you like. You know, it's like four things. So it's like be outside in the sun, also be exercising, also be with someone that you enjoy talking to. Plus take your fish oil. It's like you can knock 4 of those out all in one workout session. Work out with a friend. If you don't have a friend, just go to the gym. You know, walk outside in the morning. There's multiple things. You can get out of this. If you have a growth mindset, you can literally get yourself out of this. And if you feel pushed out of society, I've felt like that half my life, black sheep. If you feel like you're on the outskirts of society, it's just because you don't understand and you're ignorant. It's just because you don't understand. You think you do, and you're gonna be like, dude, it's not fair, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. You're gonna be so mad at me when I'm saying this because you're depressed, bro. That's all it is you're just depressed. You're convinced that this is it. It's not it. You're just stuck. You're just mentally stuck, and you're gonna be mad at me that I'm the one over here, you know, that has it made now, that's talking to you and telling you how it should be when you're down here and it's not fair and all. I get it, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because I've been there too, and the only way out of that is grace. You get some grace. That helps. Really, that's what it is. You get grace, and that helps you get out of it. And then you have to take full advantage of that grace that you're given. If you're given a little bit of sunlight and you don't take a step towards that sunlight, then just forget about it. You just wasted it. If you have a little bit of motivation, a little bit of hope, a little glimmer of opportunity, you have to take 100% advantage of that because it's been given to you. And you'll get more glimpses of hope. It's when preparation meets opportunity. It's luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You're prepared, the opportunity arrives. That's luck. You're getting prepared by doing these things. The opportunity arises more and more as you expose yourself. You increase the frequency by exposing yourself to more opportunities. The only way to expose yourself to more opportunities is be aware, have a growth mindset, and see things, and it'll keep happening, but you have to start working out, because you'll get out of your depression the more you work out and the more you get those hormones flowing. So it's hard, but it's doable. And if you need help, let me know. I'm here to support you. And it's not easy, but it's simple. It's go to bed, eat whole foods, and work out. Have a goal. If you want to join the community, I'd love to have you on. Send me a message below through my Instagram or through my website. I've got a form you can fill out if you'd like coaching. I'll help you out for free for a week or two. Catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.